episode 2 of the Higher Power Hour.
Yes, sir. Not the power hour anymore.
Not the Power Hour. I had to make a small adjustment.
Yeah.
It's alright, though.
That's right. My name is Eli.
And I'm Riddles.
And today is, we do these on Saturday mornings. So, just let y'all know.
Hey, that shit just reminded me when you said, I'm Eli, and I'm like, I'm Riddles? You remember those fucking bloopers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember those.
That shit was funny.
Alright, let's get into some news. Yesterday I was on Instagram. I follow United Master. Shout out to them. They posted that 6ix9ine is facing a minimum of 47 years for all the criminal charges, racketeering, and all that, armed robbery and everything. So
I saw he pled guilty too.
Yeah, that's what they posted. I guess he's gonna be sentenced in 2020, so he's got like another year to go before. Shit, man, don't get into some bullshit.
So rest in peace, 6ix9ine.
That's super unfortunate, but it is what it is. To me, it just seems like he wanted to, of course, get super famous. He did it kind of the wrong way, and he tried to get out of it, and it was just way too late to get out of all the shit he was in.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm not a real 6ix9ine fan, so it's not too much of a loss for me. I mean, I don't wish no man to be in jail, but
yeah,
I mean, it's whatever.
He's got like three or four songs that I like, so that's about it though. He ain't got a super huge body of work.
I mean, his shit's hype. I like his production. Whoever's doing his production's pretty on point.
Yeah, the shows are super crazy too.
Yeah, that's something I always like about artists is when like their shows, like you watch the video and the whole crowd is just fucking going nuts.
Hell yeah.
That's dope shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Any new music you've been on this week? Nothing really. To me, nothing that I'm like seeing on yesterday. I didn't see anything.
It's weird because like when I have Apple Music. So I always look on iTunes and I try to like go to new releases, and the new releases update like barely ever.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates did drop a new song. You know me, I'm a big Kevin Gates fan. He dropped a new song called Right Game Wrong Nigga. And I really like that song. That song is pretty good.
I'm gonna have to listen.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's typical Kevin Gates, but I love almost anything that man puts out. Kevin Gates is in my top artists for sure. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree.
Anything else released this week? Earlier this week?
Earlier this week?
Did you post? Was it this week that J. Cole dropped that song? Or
no, that was last week, I think. Okay. But yeah, he dropped that new track too. There's I see a lot of mixed reviews on that. That's actually an interesting one to talk about because I thought it was dope as fuck. The first verse is nuts. And the song's called Middle Child, and I think the message he was trying to get is that he's stuck between two generations. He's stuck between like the OGs of rap and the new school of rap. So he feels like he's a middle child or something, and the first verse is like, to me, is cold as fuck. And then the hook's kind of catchy, the beat's cool. It's different. But there's a lot of, I've heard mixed reviews. People have said that it's really dope, and then people have said that it's average for what J. Cole could put out. And I've even heard a comment, one of my guys was telling me he thinks it's a scrap of the KOD album. He thinks it's just something that didn't make KOD and just got tossed out.
Yeah, I listened to it. I listened to it today. It's a good song. It's super different from the last time I heard anything from J. Cole. I don't really pay attention to him that much. But it's pretty different. I mean, it was good.
I mean, I know you didn't check out KOD for various reasons. I mean, the
only one reason is because KOD is the king of darkness. It ain't.
Yeah. I mean, that's a classic Tech 9 album, so it is a slap in the face to a lot of technicians. But that album has some pretty good shit on there, and I wouldn't compare it to, like...
anything he's ever released?
Right, because we've talked about it before, me and you, where... you kind of said that he put out like that Forest Hills Drive, and then either the album before that or the album after that were like basically exactly the same fucking thing. Right. KOD's different, for sure. It's a little maybe more like that Middle Child track, but it's like a little different too. it's different. I liked it, and I wasn't a J. Cole fan really until that, and then I listened to Forest Hills Drive, and I liked that. But I've never been too crazy about him. I always thought he was one of those rappers that kind of got overrated just because they were popping. But then now that I listen to him, I kind of see he does have like a lot of content and shit like that. Because I used to be pretty closed-minded with my music, you know. So I would never listen to anything that was hype, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just didn't like that shit.
Until I started making Brain Damage.
Yeah, those little... he used to make these CDs. He'd write them Brain Damage Volume 1 and Brain Damage Volume 2. It'd be like the dumbest shit that you could ever find. Like 2 Chainz, like most useless song, and like Chief Keef and all kinds of shit. But this was when that shit was like stupid. Yeah. I mean, now I'll go listen to 2 Chainz and Chief Keef and be like, compared to what's out now, they're pretty fucking intelligent. Because this mumble rap shit is just getting out of control.
Yeah. I mean, back then it was not that good either. So they've grown a lot into that style they, you know, was popping off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's way better now.
And I feel like even when that style was popping, like when Chief Keef like dropped that album, I think it's Finally Rich, with like I Don't Like and Love Sosa and all that shit. This shit was garbage when it dropped. Yeah. Like there was a lot of people that said that shit was garbage, but I'll go listen to that now and be like, hey, this ain't bad. I listened to this. I feel like maybe that style was before its time. I don't want to act like it's like some legendary style that's like has history, but I'm trying to like.
No, I think it just got stuck in people's head.
Maybe that, and maybe, like I said, that the new shit is just so much worse that it's like, this ain't that bad.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, for me, like, who else do we... Oh, Riff Raff, when he was first pushing his shit.
Hey, but Riff Raff's making a comeback. That's something I saw for news.
I mean, he's still been doing, like, a whole bunch of shit. Like, I've been paying attention to him. He was on... it was probably, like, couple months ago, but he frequently gets on like I think Sway in the Morning or the Shade 45.
Oh, okay.
Whichever segment that is. But yeah, like back then when he was dropping shit, like that shit was retarded. For real.
I like brain freeze. He said ice on my wrist. Call it brain freeze.
Yeah. Like, that shit was funny. I mean, it was shit that we would like just laugh to. Yeah. Just have fun.
But that's the thing, man, is artists can do that shit. I'm not saying I would ever do it, but right there, that's entertainment. If you can find, like, something that entertains people and gets people in, you don't have to be dope. You don't have to have bars. It's just got to be entertaining. That's what, at the end of the day, that's what the industry is entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just depends what you value. If you value, you know, dope lyrics and things like that, obviously your music is going to have that. But if you're just looking to make money and entertain, then you can fucking hop in and get your riffraff on, you know.
Get your riffraff on. Yeah.
Hashtag get your riffraff on. Spread that shit, y'all.
Yeah. What else is new with music, man?
I see you're wearing a disrespectful ass hoodie on Super Bowl weekend.
What, this right here?
Yeah, it's disrespect.
What do you mean? It's Super Bowl weekend?
It's Super Bowl weekend.
Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
A Ravens fan wouldn't know because they ain't make it. Let me,
it's not that important this year, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have said this, but my conspiracy theory about that Saints game is definitely for Roger Goodell to sell more tickets in the brand new LA stadium. I think that's why they let that shit go. And guess what? You know the safety that hit Tommy Lee Lewis? After the game, he said...
They should have called it.
No, he said he did it on purpose because it was better than letting him get the touchdown. Yeah.
But I don't want to get into football like we did last time when we were talking for like hours and hours and hours. We do need to touch the Super Bowl, maybe make some picks and shit.
Scores,
yeah. So, but I've been rethinking about the Saints-Rams game, and I don't think it's as unfair as everybody makes it seem.
That call?
And let me make my point. That call is ridiculous, period.
That call changed the whole game.
That call did not affect the game. This is the argument. It did affect the game.
What?
It did affect the game. Wait. Can I explain myself, or are you just going to do that to me? So check this out.
Explain yourself.
Supposedly, I didn't watch the game, but what I'm hearing, I mean, I listen to sports shit all the time.
Did you at least see that play?
I did see that play. That call is terrible. I'm not. This is not me saying that.
Do you know the circumstance that when it happened.
Yeah, it was the game-winning touchdown, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, not the game-winning touchdown.
Well, it would have brought them the lead and
the deal.
Yeah, sealed the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly, according to several sports analysts,
not Bleacher Report.
Not Bleacher Report. I'm talking analysts, bro, like
Okay.
ESPN podcasts and such.
Yeah.
And even players that have been on ESPN podcasts. The Saints' play calling was kind of poor, and they settled for some field goals when they probably shouldn't have. And there was some interception they keep bringing up that Drew Brees threw. And Drew Brees actually even confirmed that he felt like the game was more on the Saints than the call.
Yeah, I heard him on First Take.
That's right, I heard him on.
There was a few plays that they missed out on, but it was like that. I don't know. That's still the NFL came back and said, "Yeah, we missed that one." You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, they got to sell tickets, man.
Yeah.
LA needs to sell tickets for the Rams. They got to do it. They haven't really, especially the first half of the year.
Well, they better not fix the goddamn Super Bowl because I'll be a little angry.
Now that I don't know about. Now if the Rams end up winning, then it's definitely like they're clearly the inferior team, and if they end up winning on some bullshit, then it's definitely like, oh, we gotta sell these tickets, man. I'm sorry, Patriots.
So what are you saying? You're picking the Patriots for the Super Bowl?
No, I'm picking the Rams. They gotta sell tickets.
So so what's the score you think?
26-23.
So you're rolling Rams 26-23. I want to roll Patriots 17-14.
Ooh.
That's what I want to roll with.
It's a big defensive game.
I think so.
All right.
I do.
We'll get off that. We're done with that.
Yeah, we got to move on from football. Me and you we could do a whole fucking podcast off football alone, man.
It's easy. Let's see.
I got another fuck you.
Oh,
Want to go back to our fuck you segment?
What happened? What's
fuck
happening?
UPS. Not only did I waste hell years of my life in this place being slave.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Slave.
Oh man, they were. Ooh, hey, you were having like chest issues with them because you were so stressed out.
Dude, chest issues. I was going home with a red face, fucking blood pressure just banging, just fucked up. My whole life sucked just because of my job. I couldn't even enjoy life outside of work. Yeah. Anyways, that's not why I'm complaining about them. I got another complaint about these bitch ass motherfuckers. And I know how their business works. I know how they run their shit. So this is unacceptable, and I think it's fucking pathetic. So me and my sister, my mom's a huge Bon Jovi fan, obviously. For Christmas, me and my sister had went in and got my mom this super expensive, bro. There's only 125 of these painted canvases of a picture of Bon Jovi, and he hand-signed and hand-numbered each one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So we went in and got my mom, like, a dope-ass Christmas gift. We ordered this shit before Thanksgiving. Before Thanksgiving, and it's still not
February.
here. Yeah, it's still not here. And check this out. This is the worst part. No, they fucking. So first of all, Bon Jovi didn't ship it. His store didn't ship it till December 28th.
Okay.
So that was kind of terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we told my mom what it was. She was excited. Whatever. It went through the whole UPS process. If I pull up their bitch ass tracking app right now, it says January 26th. It was scanned onto a delivery truck. That was last week. You've had this on your goddamn truck for a week and you haven't brought it to my house? Yes, we had the polar vortex. Yes, we had hella snow. But you can't get that shit to my house in a week? It's been on your truck for a week? Those trucks that I know, they just toss shit in, throw shit in. That thing is probably destroyed.
Probably.
Sitting in that goddamn truck. And if it is, you thought they gave me blood pressure when I worked there. That's all I'm saying. So fuck UPS. Don't ship through their shit. USPS, even if it's more expensive, I don't think it is. Actually, UPS is the most expensive service.
It is?
They were saying that before I quit because they were saying that they were starting to lose to all the other competitors and shit, and they were saying they're the most expensive service so that they need to up their services and be better and all this bullshit.
Oh,
so
okay.
They're the most expensive. They suck. Go through...
I go through the post office.
Post office or even FedEx, man. I'm going to throw the F-bomb because I don't work for UPS anymore. So FedEx. You know what I mean? What's up? Represent.
Hey, you want to tell them about the arrow in FedEx?
Oh, okay. So my guy Ricky, Shout out Ricky. Ricky's actually going to end up being part of this podcast.
Yeah, shout out.
He's extremely knowledgeable in MMA, and we're going to have like some MMA segments with him, you know, discussing UFC, and actually more than just MMA itself, boxing, all that shit. It's going to be like a little fight segment, so we'll have fight stuff on here. Shout out Ricky once again. We were going to Minnesota, I think, to see 50 Cent, which actually 50 Cent and Ritz at the Myth, it was lit. Anyways,
sure
so
it was. Did 50 perform?
Don't even go there, dog, because it was worth the 5-hour drive there and the 5-hour drive back. All right.
He got mad at his DJ
and called him like a fat fuck or something, and got off stage like quick, bro.
DJ was probably high or something.
And Ritz was up there for like an hour and a half, bro, and then 50 came out for like 20 minutes.
Damn.
But he did do some hits, so it was dope, and it was cool to see 50 regardless. Like how many times are you just gonna be able to go see 50 Cent live right now? It just don't happen. But we were driving there, and we were behind a FedEx truck, and he had told me, I forgot who he told me, pointed it out to him, but FedEx, if you look at between the, I believe it's the E and the X, and X, there's like the bottom, so there's the E, you have the line, the middle line, and the bottom line. The bottom line and then the side of the X makes an arrow. Mm-hmm. Once you see that arrow, you'll never not see that arrow. So next time you guys see a FedEx truck, make sure that you take a look, and once you see it, you won't unsee it. So
yeah. Well, how much was it? You said shipping's more expensive through them.
Through UPS?
Yeah.
Dude, UPS is fucking ridiculous.
Cause like when I do the post office, if it's a pack, like if it's a box, it's like $5.35. But if it's one of those bubble envelopes, those kind of packages, it's like $3.50. Something like that, $3.75.
The post office is weird, man, because sometimes you'll go there and you'll pay like $3.50 for a bubble envelope, and another time you'll pay like $11. Like their shit fluctuates. Yeah, it's the weight and it's like the box, because you could buy like flat rate boxes. Mm-hmm. So I could buy a flat rate box and fit something in there for $11 or $6.50 or whatever the fuck it is, and then I could put the same item in a different packaging and it would cost me like $2. Like their shit is so like off, and they never want to explain to you what you're shipping or how the best way to ship it is. They just want to, it's easier to just do the flat rate box. Yeah. So I don't fuck with shipping in general. But I mean,
well, now I do, because I'm like just selling all my shit.
And I'm gonna have to too, because I'm trying to sell some shit too. So if y'all need some shit, I mean, nothing legal. But,
you said
I'm trying to what it is. I got watches, no.
Hey, for me it'd be like, hey, I got these Funko Pops. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Rip and Frank. They collect that shit, right?
Yeah, the homies.
I just started and I sold, I think, 2. I'm just flipping them. I'm not a fucking real collector. I'm just a tradesman, whatever.
So that means Rip and Frank, educate this man. Let him know what one's going to make him the millions.
Right. Give me some of them vaulted ones. And any glow in the dark, I'll take all those.
Shit, actually, anybody listening, you know what I mean? If you're knowledgeable in this shit and you're trying to help out Eli, reach out.
Yeah, if you're trying to collect your shit. Hey, I got that Prince pop, you know what I'm saying?
He said, hey, no plugs, no advertisements. I ain't paid for this, but... shit, I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, speaking of Rip, so Razor performed a new single I saw. So
they performed a new single?
They performed a new single.
Oh shit, Rip and Rockham?
Yeah, they performed a new single, man. Shout out Razor. You know what I mean? Dominating that horrorcore scene for sure, man.
It's called Heartless, right?
It's gonna be, I don't know if they changed it. I'm under the impression that it's Heartless.
Okay.
But I know that they restarted, I think, working on their album. But they got a single and they're performing it, and that shit's dope, man. Shout out to them.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, if they could release it like in the spring or something, that'd be dope.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna check that out. So.
Yeah. Let's see. It's still recording, right?
Yeah.
Good? All right. We brushed through some local artists last episode. We did not actually. Did you get a chance to listen to Schleeberry some more?
I did.
The Parallels?
Yeah, me and Alicia were bumping it while we were meal prepping.
Okay. So what was your favorites?
Probably Sugar Free.
Sugar Free?
Mm-hmm.
That video looks...
Yeah, I was just about to segue into that. She's got that video coming. That shit.
Yeah, man.
That shit's dope. It looks dope, and I didn't see it, but I mean, it looks dope in that little advertisement.
Yeah, but what I wanted to go back on is King Miles, Horizons. You want to talk about his album?
Yeah.
All right, so what was, I guess, stand out for you?
Missed Calls.
Missed Calls? I like that one a lot.
Missed Calls, All I Know, and the Horizons interlude.
Okay. All I Know, actually, I think mine are different. Besides Missed Calls. Let me double check, though.
Yeah, man, I like that album. That's a really good album, bro. Really
Yeah,
good vibes. I'm actually probably going to bump that today now.
Yeah, I was bumping it yesterday a few times. But yeah, it's a great project. He's got features. He got Trashman Shunny on there.
Speaking of King Miles and features, we're gonna be on 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Coming up real soon. About to knock those out in the studio on Tuesday. So.
Yeah. I like Trees. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Trees is dope. I liked, of course, Maestro.
Maestro's fucking lit.
Yeah.
That shit live too.
CIMP, Changing My Pocket.
That's with Spades, right?
Yep. That's with Spades.
Spades track, Homie, is super dope too.
Spades track. I haven't listened to any of his shit yet.
Man, that Homie track, I bumped that track.
There's like there's a plethora of albums I didn't get into local.
Yeah, we got to though for sure.
Yeah. And the Planets Collide, we didn't really talk about that one either.
We didn't.
So that one had how many tracks? 6?
Yes.
The first one is Planets Collide. That was dope as fuck. Redesign, that's the one I get stuck in my head a lot.
Those 2 were my favorite too.
Yeah, those were out of
the way
6,
the way that project started was fucking wild, man.
Yeah. That was a nice, man, that was really nice. And Trashman Shunny, we got some music coming with him too.
Yeah. Sure do.
Who else do we got? Our Braille.
Our Braille got some music coming with him too. Yeah. We're gonna be on Prolific's new album.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever.
That one's done.
Yeah, we murdered that shit, man.
Yeah.
Misinformed. Make sure you guys check that track out when Cabin Fever drops.
Who else are we working with? Maybe my cousin Astro Slick.
Hell yeah. I've been waiting to work with him, man.
Yeah.
It's way back.
Yeah. I was FaceTiming him and Darion. We got a project coming.
DeMar Taylor. Shout out DeMar Taylor.
Yep.
Some of you who've been following us long enough, if you're listening to the podcast, would remember him as Obscure Adam.
Yeah.
From way back in the day. I'm talking like back when we were dropping our album Collision.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of when he was around, man. That was
Jesus.
Then he moved to Indiana. Still homies,
Yeah.
still close, and we're knocking out an EP with him, man. It's gonna be fucking wild.
Yeah.
He's actually on Still, my solo EP Still, In the Dark Part 2.
Drink Tonight.
He did Drink Tonight. And actually Drink Tonight I think is like, from what I've heard feedback-wise from the people that have heard that project, that's their favorite track.
That's my favorite.
So I'm super excited for the EP that we're going to do with him because I feel like he's going to take us out of our normal style. And I feel like we're going to make a lot of hits.
Yeah, did you hear the beat he was working on last night?
The one he was working on last night, no, but I heard the one that he sent us in the Brothers Making Bangers messages.
Yeah, dude.
We should call the project BMB.
Maybe. Because he was like, man, I don't know what we're going to call this project. I was like, just don't worry about it right now. Let's just make the music.
Yeah, we can name it off the music, but... yeah, that shit's going to be fucking dope. So we got a lot of collab music coming and shit, and more videos for Cthulhu. Still, if you haven't heard our new album, Cthulhu, make sure you go check that shit out, man.
Yep, you can stream it at the website, higherpowermusic.com.
Yes, sir.
It's on, like, every fucking platform.
You can get physical copies, too. There's a physical attachment to it?
Yeah.
All right, because I know we got the store for all the merch hooked up, and then I didn't know if we hooked up the Square.
Yeah. The Square's got it there for you to order a physical from us.
So yeah, if you've been hitting me up for physicals, man, you gotta hop up on the website. Everything's on the website. I swear, everything is. We keep it up to date. We keep it current, and everything will be on the website.
Yep.
So.
Let's see.
HigherPowerMusic.com. The plug.
Did you watch anything new? Any new movies or what?
No, I actually got into a show called Shameless.
Shameless
on Netflix.
Shameless. Okay, was that premiered on like Fox?
I want to say it's on. It might be on HBO.
Shameless.
I think the new episodes are on HBO.
Okay.
I'm just getting into it. I don't know too much about it. I watched the first season, and I'm a couple episodes into the second season.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually waiting for Alicia to catch up now. So I gotta take a break on it. It's really good though, man. It's got a good storyline. It's about it's an old show, so everybody listening is probably like, we know what it's about, you dumb fuck. But it's like 6 kids. The oldest sister kind of takes care of everybody. Dad's drunk, mom left. And they just have, like, a super tough, like, fucked up life, but they just, like, make it work.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, crazy shit goes down, man. Like,
I can see the actor, but I don't know his fucking name.
For
the Shameless show.
Which one? Because there's a lot of dudes. The main character is probably the oldest sister that takes care of everybody, Fiona. Who plays her? I don't know who plays her.
Maybe I'm not thinking of it. I don't know. I've never seen it.
The dad his name is Frank. He's like an old drunk dude with kind of long hair and a beard and shit. Not a beard, but like that dirty looking 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh shit, yeah. I didn't really watch anything new, man. I've been fucking researching fucking Funko Pops. That's all I've been fucking doing.
Man.
Seriously, I'm trying to make flips.
Hey, I'm not even knocking you, bro. I'm trying to get my hustle on right now, too, dude.
Yeah, like those fucking exclusives, like at Target or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Shit, you know what? I got mine by my house, and this dude named Anthony, he was like, yeah, man, I collect these. I got fucking 280 to 300 that's worth 6 G's. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I said, I just started. He was like, yeah, here's the exclusive. I was like, all right. He was like, limit 1 per customer. I was like, shit, man. I went to another Target and got another one.
Damn. So are those the ones that are worth like that much or no?
Not that much, but I mean, they're worth more than what you're gonna pay at Target.
Oh, okay.
Target's like less than $10.
Mm-hmm.
So you could probably sell it online for triple that.
Because it's like that specific Target, like it's that state, that store type thing?
It's just that Target exclusive. So there's like, I don't know how many they stock per Target, but the second Target that I went to, they only had 2 left.
Oh, okay.
So I grabbed that one, and then...
I was about to say, because I feel like you're killing your business. He's like, dog, I just copped this Target exclusive. You can get them at all Targets.
No, collectors know they're going to, like, overpay because these pops are limited, so...
There's only so many per...
Yeah, there's only so many.
I got
so everybody knows that. But when I went to Target, like, the 3rd time, they were gone. They're all gone.
Wow.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah, that shit's too... I mean, I guess I'm lazy. That shit's too much work. I got a crazy hustle, like bro. When it comes to shit like that, I just can't fucking keep up with it. Yeah, I've been researching
that. And, like, what really, like, put me on to, like, flipping again, because I was trying to do that back in, like, high school. You know what I mean? So, in high school, I was basically going on eBay trying to find the cheapest whatever, and then seeing how much it's been selling for, and then just flip it on eBay, which is, like, totally, like, wrong. I mean, you can try to do that, but it's really hard to do, to find, like, undervalued shit. But what really got me onto that was I watched this dude named Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like, that dude's a fucking monster when it comes to like social and content. He owns like a media company. He is which sneaker does he do? He's into shoes, like was it Reebok? No, I don't think it was Reebok. K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
He's into K-Swiss. He has a sports like agency. So I think he's got Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he's got one of these. There's a center that he's got.
So he runs the social media for them. Is that what you're saying? Or?
He's like owner of Gary, like his media company. So he's got all these other things under that pretty much. But he's like CEO. It's his company.
So what is he? So for example, what does he do for Alvin Kamara?
Oh,
like that's because you said he's got Alvin Kamara. So I'm wondering, like, does he run like his social media pages, or does he get him like media opportunities and such? Is he kind of like more like a management?
Contract stuff.
Okay.
So, so he's got a few players. He's trying to, he's trying to buy. His dream is to buy the Jets. Yeah, and he despises fucking Patriots, so it's hilarious. But anyways, he's got a whole bunch of shit on social. He's really inspirational and shit. So he's got a lot of gems, a lot of shit that I've learned through him. But he's got this segment where he like flips off of garage sales.
Okay.
And like, I started thinking about that, and that's how I really got back into it. So yeah, that's how I got back into it.
That's popping.
Let's see.
Hey, can you hear me clear and shit? Because I can hear you super clear, but I can't hear me for shit.
I can't really hear me.
I mean, well, I think it's talking, opposite then.
But, not in the headphones.
Yeah.
Actually,
technical
Friday nights, me and my brothers, we were supposed to last night, but we didn't because somebody left.
And I know why he left. Shout out Sib's Music.
Oh, shit. So, earlier this week, both of my bros, they were like, hey, you should download Sea of Thieves. I was like, Sea of Thieves? I was like, oh yeah, I remember
I seen them
that.
Playing that. I hopped on Xbox and they were playing that. I have no idea what that is though.
Dog, it's good. It's a good game. It's pretty fucking simple.
Is it free?
No. It's $30 right now. It's half off right now.
Nope.
It's half off right now, so it's fucking expensive. So, anyways, every Friday night we're supposed to record and do the gameplay shit, put it together, release it, just as another thing. So anyways, we didn't do that. But earlier this week we've been playing Sea of Thieves. That shit is fucking crazy, dude, because it's open world, so you can join up with people and go do the hunts or whatever, or all the missions or whatever. So you can go do that. It's still kind of new. There isn't a whole lot of buzz around it.
Mm-hmm.
But Sekio, he was telling me, Doug, he was playing by himself. It's hard to play by yourself, by the way. You gotta have people, at least one more person.
Okay. What kind of game is it? Like shooting, like Fortnite type shit, or?
It's not like Fortnite. You're a fucking pirate, so you have a ship. You have a ship. You have to actually man the ship. You have to fucking load the cannons. You have to patch any holes in the ship if somebody hits you, and take a fucking bucket, scoop the water, throw out the water. You have to man the sails, steer the boat and everything. It's super it's not easy to find shit because you have to look at the map okay, we gotta go northwest, and then if somebody's steering, he can't really see, so you gotta have another person at the front or at the top to be like, hey, head west. We're about to hit a rock or some shit like that.
So it's kind of like a team game. You gotta have a team.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I gotta get it, and the four of us gotta get rocking.
Dude, it's easy to play too. It's not complicated. So, anyways, Sega was playing by himself, right? And he's suited up and shit. But these newbies came up to him and was like, hey, they sent signals like, hey, join our squad. And Sega was like, nah. And they kept trying to get him to join. So I guess it's because he was all suited up, right? And they were all in default. So he hopped in their ship. They grabbed some shit, right? They had 3 treasure chests in their ship. Mm. So one of the dudes went up to they went to this island, one of the outposts. They cashed it in. They cashed in 2 of them. The third guy, he fucking dropped the treasure chest. Now Sega's not a part of the squad, so he doesn't get the gold. Okay. Sega grabbed the chest, cashed it in, and as soon as he cashed it in, he heard a bullet whistle through by his head shoo! They were busting at him, bro. He was running around the whole fucking island.
So he don't get the gold, but he made it go away because he cashed it in?
He cashed it in, but so he cashed it in, he got that gold, they didn't.
Oh, so if he was part of the squad, they would have got it too.
Yeah, he fucking robbed their ass, bro. And he ended up escaping.
Oh shit!
So you can do shit like that. You can rob people, kill people. You can take their ship. You can blow up their ship, pretty much sink their ship.
That shit sounds dope. Yeah. Speaking of gameplay videos and shit, I want to quick plug and shout out to TB Mercs.
Oh, yeah.
I got to talk about his links and stuff. I know he texted them to me, but I got a new phone since then, so I got to get his links from him and stuff. It's a homie that I work with at my 9 to 5 and shit, and he's doing like gameplay streams and stuff. He's actually played our album Cthulhu a few times on his streams, so I'll make sure to get his links and everything and shit, and we can promote that too. But I'll definitely have to snag Sea of Thieves, and we'll definitely have to get it popping, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I'm
though,
not
man.
sure how big a crew you can have. I think it
have
might
4?
be 6.
Oh,
you can have 4,
shit, yeah,
but I
we're
think
good.
you can have 6.
Mm.
So that shit's crazy.
Can you play more than one person on the same Xbox in the crew? Like, could I do split screen with 2 people on my Xbox with you guys over like live?
That I don't know.
Mm.
I haven't even tried it yet.
Okay.
But,
excuse me if you guys just heard that burp.
I'll look into that. You might be able to. If there's any gamers out there, leave a comment. I want to know what y'all playing too.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we can fucking link up. I'll see Thieves. Who knows? Let's see. Did you see the Bucks game against the Raptors Thursday night?
I did. I didn't see the whole thing, but
I saw the second half.
Yeah, I watched. I don't know what part I watched. I watched a good chunk. I actually fell asleep watching it.
Oh.
So.
You fell asleep around like 8, 7?
Yeah. I was sick. I had the flu all week, bro.
You were
sick. I was puking and all kinds of shit. So, yeah, I put the game on, but I passed out, got tired. But it was a good game. And I know that the Bucks won, and the Bucks have the best record in the NBA. So, hey, man, stand the fuck up. You know what I mean?
That second half was really good. They kept, they didn't try to chew the clock at all, really. And that was the only flaw that I seen. They destroyed Toronto pretty much. Toronto started to make a comeback, but Toronto is like they're not even deep enough for the Bucks. And Kawhi Leonard, he got blocked twice on one play. Like, dog, he got blocked nasty. And
by who?
Lopez and Giannis, I think.
Okay.
Or was it Giannis twice? It might have been Giannis twice. I think Giannis blocked him 2 times in a row.
The GOAT.
He tried like a slow Euro step. He got stuffed. But the Bucks, I mean, is it DJ Wilson?
Yeah. He put up like was it a career high? I think it was a career high. But he I think he's one of them dudes that they bounce back and forth from the herd.
Yeah, him and Sterling Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Sterling Brown, but their game has grown a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilson's defense, dude, is really good. He I don't know what his percentage is, but he hit a 3. So like everybody on the fucking squad's like hitting threes. Their paint, their defense in the paint is like fucking phenomenal.
I seen Giannis pull up for a 3, and I was like, my boy Giannis is getting a jumper now. Woo, that's all he needed, man.
When they started to get closer, like they were like 6 or 8 points away, they hit a 3. Had some defensive plays. It was pretty good, but that's the only flaw I see is like they didn't really try to chew the clock towards the end. They kept trying to put up points, and I think if you do that with anyone like Golden State or I don't know what's another good team right now. Is Houston doing good?
Everybody's saying Houston is Golden State's biggest threat. But that's because James Harden is putting up like fucking 40-something points a game or something like that. The thing is, though, is like, I don't know. I have my own opinions on James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's...
Think he's overrated?
I do. For some reasons, because he's the only one playing.
What?
I mean, they got they got CP3 if he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Capella.
You know, so they got players, but all of James Harden's points are not assisted on. So that tells me their team has, like, no ball movement.
I don't know. I haven't seen a Houston Rockets
I don't know.
game
I haven't watched... the last Rockets game I watched was against the Bucks.
So I didn't even watch that one.
I did.
And I knew, because we shouted out Niall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I told Niall that the Rockets were going to lose. He was trying to say, sorry, Bucks fan, but Harden's about to go off, man. They're about to whoop the
See,
Bucks.
and the thing about Harden, man, is, and they say it a lot on like SportsCenter and shit too, is Harden will choke in the playoffs. If he doesn't, then that's dope. But I mean,
I think that narrative is dead because last year they should have fucking beat the Warriors, but CP3 went down. They should have fucking beat them. If CP3 didn't go down, it would have been Houston in the finals.
I don't know. I think Houston is up there though.
Well, I don't know.
Let me take a look real quick because I'll look at that. I'll look at the standings and I'll name like the top 5 teams in the league because I shared that post by the Bucks.
Yeah, and that did you seen that trade right with Porzingis?
Yeah, dude. I think that's gonna be great for the Mavericks, and I think that it's an interesting move for the Knicks. But I think the Mavericks got the better end of that. What do you think?
Definitely the Mavericks got the better end. They were saying they're gonna get like 2. The Knicks were gonna get like 2 future first round picks. But I mean, what Max Kellerman was saying,
I heard that.
He said that their history shows that they've tried this before and it never worked. And they tried it multiple times. So
and he's saying because they have 76 million cap room now.
Right.
And he's saying that getting rid of Porzingis may have gotten that cap room, but if they don't use it, I got the list up here. If they don't use it effectively, and they end up with somebody like Jimmy Butler as their franchise guy, they just wasted the fucking move. He's saying they had to get somebody like Kevin Durant and Kyrie. They need 2 stars off that salary cap space they have. But the thing is they might have 76,000 cap space or million. Thousand. Yeah, who the fuck are they going to pay with that? They can pay me with that shit. 76 million cap space. But in the same trade, the Mavericks got, what's that new dude's name? Luka.
I don't know how to say his last name.
I don't either.
It started with a D or something?
But he's fucking cold. And he's actually, like, if he would have got 17 points against, I forgot what team, he would have tied LeBron for the youngest player to 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that dude's going to be super good. They got him and Porzingis and 30 million cap space. So, not only they have 2 players that can draw an all-star, they have the money to pay the all-star.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the Mavericks, and I mean, they are losing Dirk.
Good for Porzingis because he wanted to get the hell out of there.
I would have too. That organization's been dysfunctional for a hot minute. So the top, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, top 8 teams in the NBA right now. It looks like a lot of East, to be honest with you. It's the Bucks, the Golden State Warriors. And this is in order: Denver, Toronto, Philly, OKC, Indiana, and Boston.
Oh, that's almost balanced.
So,
well, I don't know. I really think it's gonna be the Bucks and.
But the
Warriors.
Bucks are a game and a half ahead of Golden State right now, and that was before they played. Was that before they played the Raptors? No, this was posted on February 1st.
So yesterday.
So no, it wasn't.
Well,
because they played the Raptors.
I mean, the Bucks don't play the Warriors again, do they? Because I want to see them play against DeMar Cousins.
Let me see. I'll just look up Bucks versus Warriors and find out real quick.
Yeah.
I don't.
But really, man, the Bucks are they're super, super dominant, man. I mean,
yeah.
I still have yet to go to the new stadium to watch a fucking Bucks game.
I'm going again. I'm going to see the Lakers and the Bucks.
Oh, shit. I hear that you can order beer from your chair if you push a button or something. You can't do that? Maybe it's the fancy seats.
It's like if you're like on the floor, you can do that.
Okay.
They got if you're close to the floor, so they have like if you're on like floor level seats, they have like waiters and waitresses that like walk around and they'll take your order and they'll get your stuff. I think maybe there's a buzzer that calls them from those seats.
Okay.
But it's a really nice stadium, man. It's great to fucking go there and shit.
Yeah.
There's a SeatGeek link.
And tonight, I think the Warriors play the Lakers.
That was maybe yesterday.
Was it? No.
I was seeing highlights for it. I was seeing highlights.
Was it?
I think either it was highlights or it was a commercial that was playing.
All right, I'm gonna look that up too.
Well, someone's got to talk. Someone's got to look.
Well, shit. Well, do you really think the Lakers are gonna win a playoff game though?
There's no more Bucks versus Warriors.
All right.
Do I think the Lakers are going to win a playoff game? Not if they Ooh, I don't know. I want to make that statement.
What?
They're trying to get rid of those 6 players for Anthony Davis. Then all you got is LeBron and Anthony Davis, which is insane. I shouldn't say all you got, but
I feel like they're pretty. I think the Lakers are pretty deep though.
But they're trying to get rid of a majority of what they're deep. Like if you get rid of Brandon Ingram and Kuzma,
no, dude.
That's what they're saying.
I'm not giving up Kuzma.
They're saying Kuzma, Ingram, Ball, and 2 other players plus a first-round draft pick for Anthony Davis. They offered them 6 things for Anthony Davis, and the Pelicans said no. I heard the Pelicans are turning down everything the Lakers are sending.
They can trade Anthony Davis in the summer or something like that.
Okay.
They can. So they'll probably just hold on to him.
I want the Bucks to make an offer. I saw an article saying that the Bucks would offer Thon Maker and Malcolm Brogdon. I was like, okay, wishful thinking. But I don't want to see Brogdon go, but I
don't want to see Brogdon go.
And I don't want to see Anthony. And I don't want to see Anthony Davis come fuck up the chemistry that the Bucks have.
I don't want the Bucks to trade or get rid of anybody. Nobody. I don't want them. That team. They're gelling so good.
Unless you get rid of Thon Maker for something a little better.
Well, Thon Maker.
Just because I don't like that. I don't like that you want to leave the best team in the NBA because you're not getting playing time. Come on, dude.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
greedy.
Well, what if the fucking Bucks go to the finals? You know what I mean? What if that's your only chance to actually be in the finals? And what if somebody gets hurt? Then you gotta play. You gotta step up. I mean, I guess he wants more playing time. He's still super young. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I understand it because who wants to be a bench warmer? Who wants to chill? But I mean,
and that game is tonight.
The
Lakers Warriors.
Nice.
It is tonight.
Nice. Maybe I have to check that out. I'm actually going to be streaming a UFC event that's in Brazil tonight. It's Rafael Assunção versus Marlon Moraes. It's a bantamweight fight. Should be a really good fight. And then they also have Jose Aldo versus Renato Moicano. Excuse me if I fucked up his last name. But those are some scraps, dude. Those are some scraps, dude. So those will be good fights. I'm going to watch those tonight, I think.
I haven't seen a fight since Floyd Mayweather versus fucking McGregor.
Hey, my party for that was lit, man.
McGregor. That shit was funny, bro.
My party for that was dope. I had a decent amount of dudes in there. I had beer pong in the kitchen and shit.
Yeah.
I remember when we were like halfway through the night, I was like, fuck it. I went upstairs, got the half a bottle of Crown Apple. We were just passing that shit around. Everybody was just swagging off it.
I think at one point you were sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
I think at one point.
I got fucked up. I ain't even gonna front. I was pretty fucked up. I just remember like when the fight started, I was like, beat his ass, Connor. Like just talking hella shit. And then like I had to rewatch the fight the next day because
I think me and Cody were like the only ones Second was like, I don't give a fuck. Tony was like, he was going for McGregor. Ricky was going for McGregor. You were going for McGregor. I think me and Cody were the only. Was it Bernard?
Bernard was going for Floyd.
Okay, me, Bernard,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, we were all going for Floyd. Well, that was funny. That shit was funny.
This is years ago.
You know what was more funny for me?
What?
At the end of the fight, it was quiet as a bitch.
Hey, you know what? But I'm gonna go since it's Super Bowl weekend. I'm gonna go back to the Super Bowls with the motherfucking Falcons, where everybody comes over to my house. We're losing by it's 28 to no, it's 28 to 3. We're down by 25, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is 28 to 3. Everybody in my house talking hella shit.
I was about to leave.
Yeah, everybody's in my house talking shit. Some people did leave, all kinds of shit. So everybody's in my house running their mouth. Patriots trash.
No, we didn't say that. We didn't say they were trash. We were just saying that the Falcons' offense was just too good.
Everybody thought that shit was funny as hell. All of a sudden, this comeback happened, and that's when my house was quiet. And I didn't say shit neither. I was just looking at everybody like...
I wasn't quiet.
Anything to say?
That's the Patriots.
Shit was wild, man.
That's that good luck shit. Yeah. They have great luck. I mean, they kind of put themselves in, scenarios.
I don't think it's luck, man. I think it's Belichick,
You don't think it's luck?
I think it's Belichick,
You don't think that they should have lost to the Seahawks or the Falcons? You don't think that should be 2 losses right there?
I want to say yes, but I want to say no because a win's a win. And
win to win.
Pete Carroll didn't have to.
Basically,
Pete Carroll didn't have to throw the ball on the 1 yard line when he had Marshawn Lynch in the backfield.
I put that on him, but I mostly put it on Russell Wilson. It's like, dude, just audible.
Yeah,
just audible.
And then the Falcons. I mean, you blew a 25-point lead. If you blow a 25-point lead in the fucking Super Bowl, you don't deserve to win the Super Bowl, dude.
Sure. For sure, that's coaching.
So I don't really call that luck necessarily, but.
Well, I'll just say they won those two because the other team just imploded.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking like how lucky can you get that they implode that bad in the biggest game?
Yeah,
that's why I say it's lucky. But anyways, let's see. You been to the gym at all? No.
I was gonna go all week, yeah, but dude, I was in bed all week.
Yeah, I said fuck the gym this whole last week or so because the fucking snow was ridiculous, and then we had fucking Arctic
It was the polar vortex.
Through. Man, that shit was ridiculous, bro.
-50.
I touched the door handle on the screen door on the inside, and my fucking hand started hurting.
Dude.
I was like, dude, this shit is ridiculous. I didn't go to work Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday I tried to go to work, and my shit didn't start.
Thursday was when I went back to work. I still wasn't 100%. I was super weak, feeling like shit. But I went to work. Bro, I got out to my car at 6 o'clock. I don't work till 8. But I was trying to go in at 7 so I could get out an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
So I go out at 6 and I'm scraping my car windows, bro. At 6:40, all I had was like a little circle on my windshield. 6:40, bro. It took me 40 minutes to get a circle on my fucking windshield. And that's with my car running with the heat on, scraping that shit like completely. My hands were fucking like hurting because they were cold as hell. Mm-hmm. It was terrible. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just drove like that. I had like a little circle. I was peeking, trying to like find ways to drive and shit. Dude, this shit was... I was so pissed. And then it's supposed to be fucking 42 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's fucking warm now.
It's supposed to be 42, dude.
Like, we were below 50, and now we're going up almost 100 degrees like 2 or 3 days later.
But it wasn't really below 50. I think
with the wind chill.
Yeah, with the wind chill. But I think on the news they were saying it's a 60-degree difference.
Jesus Christ.
But still, 60-degree difference in fucking 3 days is nuts, dude.
I don't know why we don't have more tornadoes and shit either.
I wouldn't mind though. I wouldn't mind if our winters were like compact into a couple days like that though. Like if the winter was just, hey, Sibs music. If the
you flake? No.
We just see him walking by the window. If the winter was compacted into a couple days, but it was like intense as fuck, I wouldn't mind. Everybody could just take off that week and we could have no winter. That'd be fucking sick.
I guess.
I'd take that over anything, dude. Just stay in the crib.
Yeah, I guess.
But if this goes on for months and months and months, they can suck my ass.
Man. Yeah, that was crazy. My dad had to use his van to jump my car. And my shit's a brand new car, but it's a small battery. So, yeah, it was dangerous. I fucking called in. It's like, you know what? I fell asleep on the couch Tuesday night, and I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning. I was like, let me just call in. So I called at 2:30 in the morning. I wanted to be more of a dick to call in at 6.
Yeah.
Because they would have been like, oh, at least we got Eli left. Like, nope.
That shit was super funny, dude. And so I was sick and shit, and I had passed out on Wednesday night at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went to bed like early. And it was like 7:37, right? And Alicia calls me. This is hilarious, dog. I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? She's like, hey, whatever. I'm like, what time is it? She goes, 7:37. I said, shit, I got to get ready for work. I thought I had to wake. I thought I slept the whole night. I said,
15 hours?
I got to get ready. Yeah. I said, shit, I got to get ready for work. She's like, work? I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's 7:30 at night. I was like, oh. It was hilarious.
That's crazy, dude.
That shit was funny as a bitch, dude.
Yeah. It was crazy. I don't know. I'm just
happy the week's over.
Yeah, it was a terrible week, man.
My health's good, the weather's good. Let's just get back to what we've been doing, man. Just get back to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the gym Monday morning.
Yeah, I got it too, man. I keep saying it and I don't do it. I really want to go back to kickboxing, man. It's just so fucking expensive, dude.
How much is it?
It's like $140 a month.
Nah, I can't do that, man.
But if you think about it, if you're going 3-4 times a week, split that up across the month. You know what I mean? Because you're paying for a membership.
Yeah.
And they have classes like several times a week, so it's not as bad as it seems. But it's just a pretty penny to just be spending. You got to make a budget for it. You got to have it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Learn what you can, and then once you learn enough to stay fit, just do it with you do it with Ricky again.
Yeah, I mean he's got a busy schedule and shit too.
Okay.
But I do want to get back to the classes and learn like enough, because you can never stop learning with that shit, man. You can get that shit down to a perfection and just be fucking brutal.
Yeah, I mean, have you fought anybody?
Like fought
or sparred?
No. I did some, like barely. No.
I mean, you sparred with Ricky a little bit.
One time in a basement.
Oh yeah.
Or 2 times in my basement.
Was it 2 times?
Well, there was one time where we just decided to fight drunk because I was talking shit. I was like, bro, I ain't even tripping. We posted it was before the Conor and Floyd fight. We got drunk. We did Pinter versus Cruz. We had the gloves. We took a picture and everything. He almost knocked me out because he knows what he knows what he's doing. He was training that shit for years, so he could throw. He almost knocked my ass out. I was drunk talking shit. We were swinging. We were fighting for like maybe a minute and a half, dude. And then he just called me with this clean left hook, dude, and I stumbled. I was good. Like, I didn't feel like I got knocked, but he said I stumbled like hard. So I believe it. You know what I mean?
Intoxicated.
Yeah, I was faded. I was trying to throw. I don't know how good I did. I wish someone would have took a video, but there was no video. That shit would have been funny. And then we sparred one time in the basement. But otherwise, no, I didn't necessarily spar, but when I was going to classes, they would teach you, like, a combo or something, and you would drill that combo with somebody else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be slow. You would either do it slower. Once you got it, you would start trying to throw it and shit, but the other person knew what you were doing. They would block it, etc. It wasn't like you were actually testing it.
Yeah.
And when they would do, like, actual sparring sessions, since I was newer and didn't know much, I would go do a different drill. So it was kind of like I never got to the level where I was in there sparring. But the gym that I was going to, too, there's UFC fighters in there, man.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not just going to make you spar with a UFC fighter because you're going to get your fucking ass kicked. So.
Yeah, I never sparred in anything that I've taken, like martial arts or taekwondo or whatever.
Yeah.
I never sparred. I guess I never got to that level. So I never did that shit. The only time I, like, boxed was, like, with my brothers. I mean, we had boxing equipment our whole childhood, and we always would box. I boxed my dad, but he'd always whoop our ass. Yeah. And I mean, like, when he didn't think he hit hard, but that nigga made me fly into the wall, dude. Seriously, man. He can still box, too. I'm not sure if I could beat him in boxing right now, because he's got a fat head.
Because he said you can hit that motherfucker, ain't nothing gonna happen to it. Unless you whip him with a basketball.
But him and his brothers, they're way more, like, athletic. They're way more, like, into the gym, into working out, into fucking boxing and all the other shit than me or you or anybody else were. Yeah. They're way more into that shit. Yeah. I think it's because they're probably, like, way more focused. They didn't have all these distractions that we have now. Like, everybody's distracted right now. They're just watching our podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Distracted. It's you.
No. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't really watch that shit, but I respect it because, you know, it is entertainment.
And when you try it and you find out how much you really don't know and how much it really takes to get good, and the dedication that a lot of those people that train that shit, like, professionally or, like, are, like, very involved in it, man, it takes a lot. It does. So it's definitely a respectable sport.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, man, it's been a fucking hour already.
That's whack.
So, once again, go to higherpowermusic.com.
Make sure to check out our album, Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Please check it out. Share that shit.
Please leave comments below. You know, try to get some people to hop on, leave some comments if they're into sports or video games or whatever.
Definitely.
Yep. Once again, I'm Eli. This is the Higher Power Hour.
That's so hard to say because I got so comfortable with the other name. Should we say why we changed it? Should we just leave that?
There's so many other power hours.
Yeah, there's a lot of power hours, and we gotta.
There may be another higher power hour, but we haven't looked it up. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't either, but I don't want to stick with the power hour because you can't even find our shit and all the other power hours. It's like everybody does a power hour, so it's the higher power hour podcast now.
Yeah. We don't have a quote, do we?
We don't have a quote.
Well, shit.
You gonna find one real quick?
Real quick.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna once again plug us, higherpowermusic.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pop on there, merch. Album. Videos.
You know what? We're gonna have we're probably gonna have a spring sale for the merch.
A spring sale?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't talked about that, but I'm definitely interested.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, spring sale on that higher power merch.
Or maybe certain people will get, like 50% off.
Oh.
We could do like some kind of drawing or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could do that.
Maybe if you purchase our album Cthulhu, purchase a physical, you'll be entered in a drawing for some free merch. Something like that, you know what I mean? And if you guys, the podcast is still fairly new, but if people feel like they'd be interested in the higher power hour merch, we could hook up some higher power hour merch too.
Maybe.
We'll see what kind of followers we get off this shit.
All right, quick, short quote.
Motivational, right?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just, all right, it's from Susie Cassim.
Shout out Susie Cassim. I don't know
Susie
you,
Cassim.
Shout out.
Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. What do you think about that?
Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will.
Yeah, scared money don't make no money.
Scared money don't make no money. Hey, you ain't gonna get the bread if you scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared, it's only money.
So yeah, don't be afraid to try shit, I guess.
Yeah. Just don't doubt yourself in anything you want to do if you want to do it.
Weigh the risk, reward. Try to just do new shit, man.
Yeah,
if you have a thought or idea, just act on it, see what happens. The worst case scenario, depending on what it is that you lose. There's nothing wrong with losing. Winners lose more than losers.
Yeah, and I also feel like it's hard. It's hard to doubt yourself if you're knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something you want to do, get knowledgeable about it and then do it. Don't just jump into it and do it because you might fill yourself with doubt due to failure.
Right.
That's an interesting way to kind of twist that. But if you hop into something you really want to do it and you keep kind of falling below where you're trying to get, you're going to start doubting yourself thinking you can't do it. Where if you get knowledgeable about it and you make sure that you have all your resources straight and you make sure that you're ready to give it your full potential, hop into it. And there's nothing you can't do. You just got to figure out how and when to do it.
Yeah, figure it out, practice it, and be patient, but work diligent. So it could take years for you to get anywhere. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that you see on TV or on YouTube or wherever else, on these big social media platforms, they got millions of followers. They've been working for 15 plus years to get to that point. They may look kind of young, but they're like in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, you know what I mean?
Right. And not even to just talk about like fame and like followers and
or just
entertainment in general, success in general. If you're looking for a certain career or something, you know what I mean? Just get knowledgeable, don't doubt yourself, you'll get there. It's just going to take time and your effort. So.
Yep. All right, that's it for today. Thank you for listening or watching.
Episode 2 of the Higher Power Hour.
Yep.
Peace. HigherPowerMusic.com.
Peace out.
HigherPowerMusic.com. The plug.